Welcome to Top Boxing, the only channel you should come to for the other perspective. Now let's get it. Now let's take a look at these two gentlemen, because numbers don't lie. 26 bouts, 21 KOs for Errol Spence, 30 bouts and 17 KOs for Sean Porter, with 0 KOs against themselves, 3 losses, and 1 draw. Okay, now what's important about this is the amount of experience that's between these two gentlemen. Errol Spence with 120 rounds and Porter with 231 rounds compared to what Spence brings to the table. That makes a big difference when you get into a ring with somebody like Sean Porter. The experience factor is tremendous. Now KOs, 50% KO percentage for Porter and 80.77% for Errol Spence. We tend to see the power on Spence's side when it comes to knockouts. Okay, lately he hasn't been knocking people out like he's been, but still the power is on his side. Now, Porter is the orthodox fighter, and Spence is a southpaw, which means, like we all know, that styles make fights. And that's why these two gentlemen look like they did the last bout. They are dogs in the ring, and they're going to keep showing it to us. And this is the fight we need to be shooting for these two gentlemen to run it back. Now let's take a look at some of the more notable wins for Sean Porter and Errol Spence. For Sean Porter, of course, he has Errol on his ticket. Ugas, a very good fight, which I thought Porter lost, or at least a draw for Ugas. Danny Garcia, very underrated fighter, great fighter, a fighter who I think not only would Errol Spence have issues with that tremendous right hand, so would Bud Crawford. Berto, don't know what Berto's doing nowadays. Thurman, a loss to Thurman, of course, for Porter, but great fight. I do think Thurman pulled that one out. Bonner, very good fight, actually. I watched that bag a couple of days ago. Not that Bonner did well. Matter of fact, for those of you that are pushing to see Crawford versus Porter, if you want to see what that fight would look like, go see Bonner-Porter round 8. Go see Bonner-Porter round 8. If Bonner fought like that the first 7 rounds, not only would he have won that fight, he would have knocked Porter clean out the ring. Okay, so just go watch that fight to get the perspective for those of you that wants to see Crawford-Porter. I don't think there's any reason to see that fight. I don't want them to fight because they're all friends. But if you want to see what that fight would look like, go see Bonner-Porter round 8. Of course, Kell Brook, probably one of the best names on Porter's list. I would think, for me, he actually has a whole lot of names. I think Errol and Kell Brook, in my opinion, being the top 2. We don't know what Kell Brook has left, but I can't wait to see it to see him in 2020 come back and show us what he's got left. And of course, for Errol Spence, with his 26 bouts, Mikey Garcia, good fight, should have knocked him out. Sean Porter, of course, great fight, which is why I'm doing this video. I like to see it run back. Kell Brook, good fight. He was getting the work from Kell Brook. He really was. Until I think Kell Brook got his eye sockets either fractured, broken, whatever happened to him. Bandu, Algeri, great fight. I think Algeri's a good B-side fighter. Some might say C, but I think he's a good fighter. Of course, there's a couple more, Barrera and Samuel Vargas, I guess. But those are the notable wins. If you go down their resume, nothing really to hype up about. But both of these guys have decent resumes. Myself, I think I would give it to Porter. But by here, I think Porter got this one. I think he has a better resume when it comes to. Then again, look at the amount of rounds If you're looking at percentile, maybe ERROL SPENCE has it, but if you look at the number of rounds, the experience level, 231 rounds versus 120 rounds, there's probably no way I could give it to ERROL SPENCE, just based on experience alone and some of the names that Porter has fought. I think Porter has this one by a long shot. But if you look at the last piece of the puzzle, definitely Porter wins this one. But Bud beats them both. Thank you. Now, please remember to comment and subscribe and share and all that good stuff so we could grow this channel. Thank you.